Alright, so Dan Heng came out, and I'm very excited for it. But on top of it, bad news, I never got Evernight. I spent every spin I could, I didn't get her, even though I wouldn't have gotten her with her lightcone. So my only hope is waiting for a rerun on Evernight and getting Cyrene as well soon. So I'm guaranteed I'm going to get Cyrene, wait for Evernight to get a rerun so I can get her, and then I can have my Team Trailblaze. I'm hoping Himiko also gets a new form soon. Okay, wait. Saber, Sunday, Treeby. Okay. And Danhun is an attack scaling. What's it called? He's an attack scaling support. Preservation character, which is actually pretty funny, considering most supports don't like attack scale all the time. But some of them do. Okay, so let's see. Provides a shield, a special stackable shield, to allies. Summons Soul Dragon to assist teammates in combat, which triggers follow-up attacks after enhancement. Let's see. Teammates with Soul Dragon gain increased attack. Now, see, the thing is, I want to test this out with Genie Wan right after. So, I'm kind of just going to slap him on a team and see what I can do with him. But I do want to see...
A will of metal and stone.
Oh, wow.
A will of metal and stone.
Let's get that.
A will of metal and stone.
I do like that. He has a really good design. His outfit is like half and half between his Imbibed Lune form. I do want to see his island animations though. Still waiting on his island animations.
I'll always protect.
Okay. Opal's in the background. Still waiting on his island animation. I want to see his second one. How long does it take for them to do an island animation? Oh, there's actually his Trailblazer passes right here too, to show that he's part of the actual Express. No, that's not the one I want to see. Guess we won't be able to see it.
A day of peaceful repose.
I do want to enter battle with him.
A will of metal and stone.
Oh. What was it keep them impaired for?
A will of metal and stone.
It applies dazed. Just like Argenti does. It's a good few seconds as well. For a good few seconds he does daze them. What I do know is that he scales with attack, and on top of it, his shields can stack up to a certain percent, but does not exceed that percentage. I'm wondering if I could put him on Genie Wan's team and he buffs all of them at once. So, if he does, that'll be a really good addition to my Genie Wan. Okay. So, basic attack, yeah. Target. So, Saber's going to be the main target.
Mountains roll. Dragon, rise! It's of no consequence.
Okay. I don't know how to build his stacks full yet. Okay. So his dragon's about to take action again.
form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Okay, I kind of want to wait. No, actually no, I already know it's going to advance his actions, but I do want to see what the ultimate is going to do.
Dragons, obey this order.
I think it's going to be on every one of my main teams from now on. For storyline only, though. That's what I mean. Like, I can't just keep him on every team, but he's gonna be in storyline team definitely for a long time.
Do not let this moment slip away.
Oh yeah, I like this. The breathing sound effect it has is so nice.
Calamity unknown, soaring above the lands. This is permanence.
It's coming.
Now, bid you farewell.
Wait, so this is not going to advance to action. Okay.
I'll endure.
My side! No bullying allowed!
Do I need to pop this again? Actually, I want to see his basic attack. Actually, don't need to pop his shield again.
Heard the call. Loud and clear. Trinity stands clear before me.
My strength is not what it was. It's more.
Oh, that's it? I thought it was going to be a part 2. Like a second wave. Honestly, I won't be able to get his lightcone. I don't have pulls for it at all. I have 0 pulls. But before I go over his lightcone, I'm going to go over him himself. And basically, from what I've seen so far, his speed itself gets buffed up by 5. This gets buffed up by a whopping 22%. And his defense goes up by 28% if I actually did that correctly. No, this goes up by like 22%. His attack goes up by 28%. I said that backwards. But overall, I honestly think when it comes to leveling up, it's his skill that's going to go first for your level. And probably then his talent. You can level up one of these first. Mainly I'm going to say I'm going to level up his skill first. And then I'm going to go for his talent. And then his ultimate's going to be last on my list to level up. But other than that, I'm going to go over his bonuses really. I think I'll start with this one since it's shortest. So when using a skill, increase attack for the target who has bondmate by an amount equal to 15% of Dan Heng's attack. So basically, if I had like 4,000 attack, it's going to get increased by like at least, say, like 600, which isn't that bad, but yeah. I think on this Well, I think for Dan Heng, I'm gonna try to get him up to like highest possible attack wise, while keeping him at good defense. And then let's see. When combat starts, Dan Heng activates. No, he advances by 40%. When Bondmate uses an attack, Dan Heng regenerates 6%. No, 6 energy, and his soul advances. Soul Dragon advances by 15%. Okay. So this is like anyone who's targeted. Every time they take action, he gains energy and advanced action. It doesn't like do a hard once per turn either. So technically, as long as they keep getting forward action, whoever is boosted by Dan Heng is going to be boosting Dan Heng themselves just by that forward action. So if I had Sunday and Branya constantly boosting up, say, like, I don't know, Saber, like we just saw, fucking, if I had Branya and Sunday constantly boosting Saber, I think that's going to keep giving him energy and also that advanced action, so his turn comes sooner. Then, let's see. There's this one. When Soul Dragon takes action, additionally provides a shield that can offset damage equal to 5% of Dan Heng's attack plus 100 to ally whoever. Target who currently shield effect is lowest. So basically, I guess that means if Terrae had the lowest shield, she would be prioritized and get shielded, so that way the person with the lowest shield doesn't end up taking more damage. So anyone whose shield is lower than the other, they're going to prioritize. So if two people have the same shield amount, I think it's going to go for whoever the AI considers the lowest there. Let's see. When repeatedly receiving Dan Heng's shield, can stack the shield effect, but it will not exceed 300% of the target of the current shield provided by skill. When the enhanced Soul Dragon takes action, additionally deals one instance of additional damage of the Bondmate's type to one of the enemies whose current HP is the highest, equal to 40% of Bondmate's attack. So basically, that means if I had him on Herta's team, instead of it dealing physical damage, it would also deal ice damage, which is actually pretty good. So that means it can weakness break faster as well. And it's going to copy that type. So technically, if you run him on a full physical team, he's going to be doing physical damage. I think that's what it means, honestly. But going down to the talent, when an ally character becomes the bondmate, Dan Heng summons Soul Dragon for them, which has an innate speed of 165. When Soul Dragon takes action, dispels one debuff from all allies and provides a shield that can offset damage equal to 7% of Dan Heng's attack plus 50 for 3 turns. The shield provided by Dan Heng and Soul Dragon can be stacked, but will not exceed 300 of the shield provided by Dan Heng's skill. When Dan Heng or the bondmate is knocked down, Soul Dragon disappears. Okay, so that means we won't get his buff if he ever gets knocked. So if Dan Heng gets knocked, his buff stops immediately, so his spirit disappears from the field. Designates one ally as the bondmate and provides all allies with a shield that can offset damage equal to 14% of Dan Heng's attack, plus 100 for 3 turns. When repeatedly receiving Dan Heng's shield, can stack the effect but will not exceed 300% of the current shield provided. Bondmate only applies to the most recent target of Dan Heng's skill. Okay, seems pretty good, alright. dealing physical damage equal to 150% of Dan Heng's attack. All enemies and all enemies and provides a shield to all allies that can offset damage equal to 14% of Dan Heng's attack plus 100, lasting for 3 turns. When repeatedly receiving Dan Heng's shield, can stack the effect, but will not exceed 300, of course, of the current shield provided by skill. Soul Dragon becomes enhanced. When Soul Dragon takes action, launches follow-up attack, dealing physical damage to all allies equal to 40% of Dan Heng's attack, and additionally of the bondmate's type to all enemies equal to 40% of bondmate's attack. The enhancement lasts for 2 turns. Okay. No, for 2 actions. 2 actions. Okay. So basically, the dragon will still deal physical damage, but will also deal ice damage if it is bonded with Herta, or any of the respective element type. So if it was on Acheron, lightning damage, Genie 1, lightning damage, Gunnaifin, fire damage, so on, so forth. And he has this technique. After using technique, gains bondmate and inflicts daze on the enemy within a certain area for 10 seconds. Dazed enemies will not actively attack allied targets. When switching the active character, bondmate transfers to the current active character at the start of the battle. Automatically uses one skill. Automatically uses skill one time on the character with bondmate without consuming a skill point. Oh, okay. It seems like Dan Heng's team could be slightly SP friendly. That's really it. I already went over these. His Eidolons, however, I've not looked at personally anyway. But so we're gonna go over them now. Of course, these and these are to level up his skills. See, when Dan Heng uses ultimate, recover 1 skill point and increase all bondmates all type resistance pen by 18%, lasting for 3 turns. Not too bad. I wish it was a bit higher, because like if it was like 20%, that'd be more understandable. But I guess lowering it to like 18% is fine as well. Like 20% would have been fine, because we have like moves that give us 20% pen as well, so, but not resistance. Let's see. Additionally, increases the number of actions for the enhanced Soul Dragon's ultimate by 2. So, oh, hold on. That's kind of weird. It just kicked me out of the Eidolons. But let's see. Increases the actions for the ultimate of Soul Dragon by 2. So he gets 4 actions on his enhanced ultimate. Not his enhanced ultimate, but on the enhanced Soul Dragon for his ultimate. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. So it's going to hit 4 times, dealing more damage, meaning more type damage as well. So more ice damage, basically, if it's on Herta. And yes, Herta's my example because she's one of my favorite characters. See, after Dan Heng uses ultimate, Soul Dragon advances by 100%. When the enhanced Soul Dragon takes action, additionally deals... the additional damage dealt by the bondmate becomes 200% of its original damage. And the shield effect provided in this instance is 200% of the original shield effect. I can see why it doesn't exceed 300% now. Why is it doing that again? Well, I guess my Wi-Fi was just terrible because I just lost connection. But anyway... So for his second Eidolon, basically, it's get more actions, get more damage, and get more shield. And it's by a lot too, which is wild, because 200% more damage is pretty high. And then for his fourth Eidolon, reduces the damage taken by bondmate by 20%, so that gives the bondmate more shield as well. See, when the bondmate is when bondmate is on the field, increase the damage taken by all enemies by 20%. When the bondmate deals damage, ignores 12% of the enemy target's defense. When Dan Heng uses ultimate, the bondmate will deal an additional damage. The bondmate will deal additional damage of the bondmate's type to all enemies to equal to 330% of the bondmate's attack. Okay, so I can see why this is low, because everything else, basically just these, basically everything else gives a huge damage buff. So basically, I would say getting up to E2 can be worth it, and then E6 is overall the best for him, because then that's just like constant damage. And a high amount of it too. But in all honesty, his E1 is pretty simple. It doesn't really do much, but it does something. So whenever he uses an ultimate, recover a skill point, which is pretty good. And then also gives defense buff. Then for this, it's a huge damage buff, more actions, and defense. And then just more defense, more damage. So that's what all his Eidolons are looking like. Just defense damage, like defense damage, defense damage. And then these two are also counted as defense damage as well. But I'd say this is the best looking Eidolon. Honestly, it's cute. So honestly, is just his lightcone, which I won't even be able to get because I have no spins. I'm guaranteed on my next spin, so sucks, but I won't be able to get it. The art is amazing though. So let's see. New scale increases the wearer's attack by 64%. That's a lot. When the wearer uses an ultimate, restore HP equal to 10% of the wearer's attack. Equal to 10% of his attack to all allies. And additionally restores HP equal to 10% of the wearer's attack for character with the lowest HP, with the lowest current HP, and grants redoubt. I don't even think I said that right. Redoubt to all allies for 3 turns. Targets with redoubt deal increased 24% damage, which further increases by 12 if the target has a summon. So basically, this right here, Genuine, Topaz, anyone with a memo spirit, basically. Genuine, Topaz, I don't think Carla would count for that, because Servog isn't a summon. So basically, Genie 1, Topaz, Aglaya, Castrice, Trailblazer, Evernight, just anyone with a memo spirit gets this buff, and also anyone with a summon in general, which is pretty nice. But also, he does have pseudo healing, which is also pretty nice. So if his attack was at 4,000, he could heal everyone by 400 basically, which is pretty nice. And then when it's at what? He gets a lot. His S5 is this is like broken on attack. That's a huge, it's big, thick amount, a lot of attack. That's a huge amount of attack. And then what's it? So basically, he heals up to 800 at that point, which is still pretty good, honestly. So let's see. And then this goes up to 48%. That's pretty good, and this goes up to 12%. Basically, everything just got doubled. Yeah, everything just gets doubled at S5. It's really good too. I think but preservation. So you can only really use this on like Sunday, Japard. Not Sunday. You can only really use this on March, Japard, Aventurine. And I think this would only really fit 2 of those people, which would be Dan Heng himself, maybe March. I'm not too sure. I don't remember if March's base form, the attack skills. But honestly, this would also be good with this would probably be good with what's his name, Aventurine. But other than that's it for now. Honestly, he's really good, really broken in some areas. I gotta say, he's like too good. And at max, I didn't even check what he does at max. This goes up to 20%. This goes up to 400. That goes up to 10%. This goes up to 200. That goes up to 300%. This goes up to 20%. That goes to 400. That goes to 80. That goes to 80 as well. Yeah, he does a lot. He can actually do damage actually. So if you build him right, he could do a lot of damage in a short amount of time too, because he doesn't have to take action on his turn. He's going to be taking action off his turn from his dragon, which most of his damage is going to be coming from anyway. So he's actually really good, and moreover, his base stats aren't even that bad. So it's really high defense, of course, but his attack's also pretty high because he's attack scaling. So I think for the way I'm going to build his stats, I want to see how high I can get his attack. That's really it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Peace.